This is how we can set up an automated cold email machine which is going to reach out to thousands of people each and every single day in your niche. It's going to contact them automatically, put your offer in front of them, show how you can actually help them in the business with whatever the problems they're facing so that eventually you can convert them into customers. This is exactly how we're going to set up this machine for you and your company. This works 24/7. You don't have to manually write out emails or anything. You just invest a couple of minutes or maybe an hour or two into building out this machine once for your company and it works forever. Before we go into the actual part where we actually set it up, I know you're probably going to have a couple of questions, so I'm just going to be answering all of them. The first and the basic question is obviously what exactly are we doing over here? We're using cold email, we're using this machine to reach out to strangers who basically don't know us. So we're not reaching out to people on an email list or our subscribers, whatever. We're going to be reaching out to strangers on scale, meaning it's not like we're reaching out to just one person or five people a day, 50, 100 people a day. We're going to be reaching out to thousands using automation so that we don't have to manually sit down and write the emails. And the sole aim we have with this entire system is to convert them into customers and clients. That's what we're doing. Using this machine to reach out to a lot of people and convert them into customers. The next question you might have, Somil, there are so many ways of getting customers. Why exactly should we use cold emails? I mean, aren't cold emails dead? That's exactly what my favorite guru on YouTube told me. Anyways, the reason we're going to be using cold emails is it is extremely affordable because compared to Facebook advertising, let's say you want to get customers using Facebook ads, you're going to be easily spending around $100 to $2,000 to acquire a customer. And if you don't have proven processes and everything that okay, I can put in this money if I get an appointment, it's guaranteed I'll convert at least one of every four calls I take. If you don't have those numbers, that proof of concept, you're just going to be basically burning money. The next thing is other ways of getting customers is obviously content, but content does not allow you to have predictability. When content works, it works phenomenally. But when content is not working, it suddenly takes off, it booms. But in the period when it's not booming, when you're not getting the views and you're just not reaching the right audience, the right number of people you need to reach in order to make content work, I mean, it's a pretty bad strategy just to hope and pray that you go viral or something like that. The other thing is obviously there are other ways of using outreach strategies as well, like cold DMs, cold calling, everything. And sure, they work as well. We have systems for setting up all of them in your business as well. But I believe the fastest way to get results in anything is going to be using cold outreach because it's number one, extremely affordable, and you can pinpoint and cherry pick the exact type of people you're going to be reaching out to. So the leads are extremely qualified, and you have something which can be easily scaled and something which is predictable. Because if out of every 1,000 emails you send, you're signing a client, and if you want three clients, you just need to send 3,000 emails. That's something which ads do not allow. That's something which content does not allow. Predictability. So that's the main thing. But apart from that, it's once again the same exact thing. Extremely affordable. If you use SalesGen, then you have to pay just around $10 for 16,500 emails. So yeah, that's really freaking affordable considering platforms like Instant AI, they charge you $40 for 5,000 emails. So yeah, it's almost how much cheaper? Like 4 5 almost 20 times more affordable than Instantly and everything. Yeah, apart from that, it's extremely easy to scale. You can start sending out a couple hundred, couple thousand emails a day, and if you're getting proof of results, you're getting results, you're getting meetings, clients, everything, all you really need to do is press one button, and instead of let's say 500 emails a day, you start sending out 5,000 emails a day. And if you don't see a 10x increase in your results, your revenue, you can very easily get at least a 5 to 7x return on investment. So it's a very affordable, it's extremely scalable, and it's the easiest to scale out of all the different outbound strategies like WhatsApp, cold DMs, everything. Email scales the fastest and the easiest, and it's also extremely easy to get contact information of prospects. There are so many ways to get like email addresses, verified email addresses of our prospects. So yeah, it definitely works. Like there are so many tutorials, I've added it in SalesGen for free. You can use that, and getting the contact information of thousands, hundreds and thousands of people is extremely possible and extremely easy and extremely affordable at the same time. Now you might be wondering, Somil, what is our entire goal when we are sending out cold emails? It's not to sell in the emails. It's not to build relationships with them. It's not to get a connection request on LinkedIn or an endorsement, whatever. The sole aim, when we craft and curate our cold email campaigns for email, the sole aim we have is just to build trust so that people actually see us, because there's not a lot going on in your emails. When you send like an email to a random person, they can't see your social profile, they can't see your content, they can't see your face, everything. So you have to build trust, number one, because if they don't trust you, no matter what you say, it would be like it won't matter because they don't trust you. So they don't care about whatever you're saying because they don't trust you, if it makes sense. So we have to, number one, build enough trust. And once we have built out the trust, we need to induce curiosity, because curiosity is one of the biggest driving forces of like client acquisition as a whole. Because we want these strangers who we don't know, who like they don't know us as well, we want them to come on sales calls with us so that we can actually speak to them, build some rapport, make them know us, like us, trust us. And once we have that connection built, once they've seen that okay, this person is a real human being, he absolutely knows what he's speaking about. Once we've done all of that part, like once you have built enough trust and once you have gotten them on the sales call, converting them into a customer is much easy. Because no matter how good I am, if I send out like random emails with a Stripe checkout link for $6,000, no one is gonna be interested in paying me. So we have a goal, which is to build trust and curiosity with these strangers. And like in case you're wondering why curiosity, why should we not explain offer and everything? That's because if people understood everything, they have no reason to get on a call with you. And if they're curious, like how exactly can this guy help me? Like what exactly does he have to offer? If you built enough trust, that you trust that okay, this guy can actually deliver results and he's not a time waster, and you have induced enough curiosity that I need to figure out what exactly this guy is doing, like what exactly is he offering, they will get on a call with you. And if you get them on a call, selling becomes pretty freaking easy. So that's the entire goal when we're building out this cold email campaign and doing anything, to be honest. After that, the next thing is who this really works well for. Like, surely this won't work for everyone. And yeah, you're absolutely correct. This will work well for you if you're selling B2B services, meaning you're trying to sell to businesses. For example, if you sell weight loss coaching for women in their like late 30s or something, that's a B2C service, meaning you're selling to consumers, the lady, whatever. So I've not sold B2C via email, so I don't really know how that works. I'm sure there has to be a way, because I'm sure there are people who are going to be doing it. So maybe you can watch some YouTube videos. The entire concept of using emails to sell stuff is still going to be the same. So just watch a couple of YouTube videos on how to sell B2C via emails. So you can do that. But I've only sold B2B, so I can tell you that. So B2B is basically when you're selling any service to another business. So obviously, like by the way, this does not mean like, let's say you're a video editor and you're selling like services to a content creator. I still believe that to be like a B2B service, because content creation, whatever, like influences, all of that category, like I believe they come in the business category, whatever. So whenever you're selling services or something to other businesses, which basically people who you can find easily on the internet, like their YouTube channels, you can find them via Instagram, via LinkedIn, everything. That is what I like to constitute a B2B service. For example, like if you're trying to find like ladies who post reels on Instagram who want to appear like cool in front of their friends, and random women in like their 40s, early 40s, whatever, it's, I don't know, maybe it can work. I've just not done it, so I cannot speak for it. But if you're selling anything B2B where you deal with businesses, or you're selling services which people use to improve their businesses, I think it's going to be awesome for you, because that's what I've done. And if I had to choose just one way of getting B2B customers, maybe I'll choose email. it will be a close tie between like WhatsApp, email, and LinkedIn. But yeah, definitely one of these three. Actually, I'll say email over LinkedIn because LinkedIn is limited. So yeah, actually I'll choose email over LinkedIn. So email and WhatsApp will be a close tie over here. But maybe even email as well. Because finding like someone's email address is easier than finding someone WhatsApp number, sorry. So yeah, this works really well if you're selling B2B services. And last, but this is like not necessary but helps. If your prospects are on LinkedIn, it's a gold mine. Because what we can do is we can extract emails from LinkedIn. As you can see, like I'm extracting email addresses of med spa owners. So if your prospects, if they're available on LinkedIn, it's going to be really, really easy. It's not necessary. There are other ways of getting emails as well, like Instagram and everything. But if your prospects, they have like a presence on social media platforms like LinkedIn especially, once again, it's going to be super duper awesome. After that, you might have a question, how exactly we're going to send cold emails. We're going to be using SalesGen, which is our platform. We have inbuilt SMTP servers, which are basically things which you require to send emails. And we're going to be using that. This will allow you to have really good deliverability. It would not require any setup because if you use other SMTP servers, like you can use other email providers like Google Workspace, you can use that, Microsoft, Gmail accounts, you can use SendGrid, Amazon SES, you can use all these different email sending tools using SalesGen. In our platform, we have integrations for that. You can use that, but the problem then comes that it is kind of complicated to set up. You have to add a couple of records, and that's not a problem with our platform. You use it in any platform like Instantly, Smartly AI, or what else, Lemlist, anything. It will always have setup required. But because Sales and SMTP servers are our own servers, they're built into the platform, is the best because you don't have to do like literally anything, and it's extremely affordable, which is just $10 for 16,000, 15,000 emails, something like that. So we're going to be using that right now. If you don't understand what exactly is an SMTP server, why it's useful, how it can help you save more money, how it can help you get better results with cold emails, definitely watch this video. Like, this has a lot of theory, I won't lie to you, but if I watched this video, it would have saved me like so much of money and it would have like literally gotten me awesome results. So below this, I've attached a YouTube video. It's again like a lot of theory. I have practical applications of the same at the end as well over here towards the end. I do show you like practical applications and everything, but I would like really suggest you to please watch this video. At least read the text if you're super busy, but again, your future self is gonna thank you if you just watch this video, because I wish someone made this video. I did not find this video anywhere on YouTube. So please watch this video, understand what is an SMTP server. Otherwise, you're gonna come to me and give me like stupid queries like, Somil, I've heard that with one domain you can only send like 100 emails a day. So why are you asking me to send like 5,000 emails a day with one domain? Somil, how are you saying that I can get like 70, 60% open rates when I'm sending like 5,000 emails a day from just one domain? Don't ask me these stupid questions. I've covered it all in the video. I would highly suggest you like I won't waste 40 minutes of my time just to record that video if it was not important. Just watch that video please for frick's sake, and it would genuinely help you. The last question, like the second last question technically you might have, is how much will this entire thing cost me? Like, I think to get started with cold email, you can go without a domain as well. So if you're dead broke, you can avoid using a domain. We allow you to send emails without a domain as well. And people have seen open rates up to 65% without a domain as well when sending thousands of emails. So that is definitely doable. That's definitely possible. But I'll always suggest you to get a domain. It's better for your overall long-term reputation, health, and everything. So get one domain, and that is going to cost you around $10 a year. That's the average domain price. Use any domain provider like Hostinger, Namecheap, whatever. Just buy a domain, and after that, this is optional. You can use like a Google Workspace account, which ensures like your domain is warmed up. Domain warm up basically means like we're going to be using software to automatically send like 20 to 40 emails a day, and then people are gonna like read those emails and they're gonna reply to us all using software automatically. So it like just tells Google and everything, like the common providers of emails, that people actually engaging with the emails and we're like a real human being. So you need it for warm up, like just one Google Workspace account which is going to be between $2 to $7 a month, depending on your place of residence. For example, in India, it's just $2, but outside, I think it's $6 to $7. Not really sure. So, yeah, it's a small expense, small investment in your business. If you want to do it, you can. If you don't want to do it, that's fine as well. So, yeah, this is going to be the thing. After that, you need a SailGen basic plan subscription, like the cheapest plan of SailGen, which is the software which you're going to be using to like basically send out the code emails. You need like at least the cheapest plan, which is like $49 a month right now. It might change in the future, it might go up. So don't kill me if it increases in the future, because yeah, obviously if I'm getting like more demand, I'm going to increase the prices or whatever. I'm an entrepreneur at the end of the day, but the most affordable plan should work well for this. After that, the email sending cost is going to be like, this is variable. We don't make a profit on this. We only charge you for what other people are going to charge us for sending out the emails. And this is going to be around $10 for 15,000 to 16,500 emails, somewhere between this. It's going to be approximately $10 for this. So approximately, like all in all, over a month, it's going to be close to like what, $60 a month, like $1 a month for the domain, and after that $49 a month for the basic subscription. So let's say $50 and $10 if you're sending like 15,000 emails a month, which is 500 a day. So let's say you're going to be spending around $60 a month, which is again not a lot of money. Just try to think, 15,000 people are going to see the exact thing you're trying to sell. Don't you believe you can convert a couple of them into customers? So the ROI is absolutely worth it. And if you want to see if it's going to be worth it, I've added a link to a cold email return on investment calculator, which will basically tell you what will be the total ROI. So you just enter like the total number of emails you're sending. So let's say for simplicity purposes, we're sending out like 15,000 emails a month, and we're getting like, let's say 25 to 40% open rates. Not crazy. Like we've seen people get like 60 to 70% open rates. Like someone got actually like 82.7% open rates as well. But 40 to 60% is average. Let's say worst case scenario, you only get like 20 to 40% open rates, which you can get without a domain as well. And let's say only 1% people reply positively to your emails. On average, this is between like 2 to 3 to maybe 5%. Like somewhere between that, 2 to 5% is average, then 7%, 8%, 10, 15% is anomalies. People have seen that. But let's say worst case scenario, you get a 1% positive reply rate. Meaning out of every person who sees your email, only like out of every 100 people, only one person is like, yeah, that sounds interesting. Worst case scenario, if you have like just a 1% positive reply rate, and it's usually going to be somewhere around 2%. So like, let's take it that. Let's say when it comes to your success rate in closing deals, most of you on average are going to have a closing rate, like a sales conversion rate between 20 to 30%. That's the average rate. Let's say worst case scenario, you only have like a 15% open rate. When it comes to the average deal value, most of you will be selling something for $2,000 to $5,000. Let's say you're selling something only for $1,000 because you're brand new to everything. This is gonna, like, these are the results which you're gonna get. So for $60, you make $18,000 back. Let's make the numbers even worse. Like, let's say you only get a 1% positive reply rate. Like, out of every single person who is opening your email, like out of every 100 people, only one person is going to say that, yeah, this sounds interesting. Like 100 people read your email, and just one person is like, yeah, this is interesting. And only 20 to maybe 40% of the people who open your emails, they actually open your email. Like 20 out of the 100 people you send the email to, and you're sending it to like 15,000 people a day, and your sales conversion rate is, let's say, like worst case scenario, 10%. Like out of every 10 calls you get, 9 people say no, and only one is like, yeah, sure, let's see how it goes. And you're selling like a very cheap service, like $1,000 service. You're still making like $6,000 back. And it's absolutely insane. You turn your $60 into $6,000. Now, if someone asked you if there was a stock where it was guaranteed that you invest $60 into the stock and it will turn into $6,000 in 30 days, would you do it? The answer is yes. And that's exactly like why cold email is absolutely freaking great. You're literally getting like 100x ROI with these terrible numbers. It's probably going to be better. It cannot get worse than this. It will only be better than this. And you're still getting an 100x ROI. And if we ask ChatGPT, I think there's like a 36 times or something like that ROI. What's the average B2B ROI on old emails? Let's just see. Average ROI which B2B company gets on cold emails. Boom. 4400% ROI. Average. So it's actually pretty great, man. Like, if you do decide to stay to it, like, the only thing which can probably stop you is you do it for like 3 days, you don't get a reply, and then you become emotional and you stop doing it. But if you do it for like 30 to 90 days minimum, I don't see why you're not getting a positive ROI on this. I hope this explained it well. In the next couple of videos, we're going to go over like actually setting up the machine live, installing it in your business so that you can start seeing results in the next couple of hours. Yeah, if you have any questions, I link this post below. So yeah, you can just reply to this via a comment or create like a new post, tag me, and I'll be more than happy to help you out. Bye bye, man. Take care.